All right, good day, scholars. We are back to work again. In this lesson, I want to show you how to set your paper on your board squarely using the T-square and then drawing what is called the border line. To set your paper on your board is quite very easy. All you need to do, make sure the stock, this black part I told you, is aligned with your board on the left hand side if you are right-handed. But if you are left-handed, then take the stock to your right-hand side. It will be easier for you. But like me now, I am right-handed, so the stock is on my left, aligned with my board. Very straight, please. Now you can shift it to the lower part, then adjust your paper to be in line with your T-square. You can see that. Can you see that? Then you bring your masking tape, take small bits. Just once the paper is aligned with your T-square like this. Now I hold this part to the board. I take another small bit. Can you see that? I hold it and stick it to the board and the paper. Then I take this other part, I stick it there, and this last part I just hold it. You don't need to waste materials, please. Some of my students are so funny. They'll take a very big part of the sellotape and waste their materials. You don't do that. All right, so our paper is set on the board. The next thing we want to do, we want to now draw what is called the border line. Please take note, on the border line, here's horizontal line, the upper part and the lower part, here's vertical, and this other part vertical. Now, what's the measurement you normally use to draw your border line? Quite easy. For some, they'll take 15 millimeters. Some other teachers will tell you 10 millimeters. Anyone your teacher tells you is acceptable. Now measure from that 0 to, I'm going to use 15 now, that's 1.5 centimeters. This is it. Good. So I take the upper part from the edge here. Can you see that? I get a mark. On my left, I get another mark. The lower part, I get another mark. On that 15, can you see that? Then on the right hand side, I get the mark also. I'm sorry for that. Now this is it. I get that mark. That's it. Now for the part that is horizontal, now if you watch, I am going to use my T-square now, aligned with my board. I shift it to that mark. That's it. That's the mark there. Then from my left, I rule just once. I shift it to the upper part, I shift it to the other part, and I do the same thing like this. I go. Can you see that? Just once. Then I take my T-square down and I get my set square like I told you earlier. I take this lower short part, I drag it or slide to that mark, and here I am. I just rule. Can you see that? I rule. I slide again to the right side. Can you see that? Good. Sitting with my T-square to that 15 millimeter mark, and from up I go once. This is it. So these 4 lines you see here is referred to as what? The border line. Let me spell that. The border line, one word. This is the border line. In the next lesson, I'll now show you how to draw your title block. See you in the next lesson.